Hey guys, let me know if you can see me well or not. Hold on one second. Okay, so this is the first time I'm using Streamlabs, so I am just learning. Hey, I'm not excited. I'm nervous. I'm so nervous. How does the picture look? Because it looks funny to me. It looks good? I can't tell. Hey Ben, I'm doing pretty good. So it doesn't look weird, it looks okay. Because I'm only seeing like a little bit of it, and I don't know how to change it. Yeah, no, he is awesome. I've actually had so many conversations with him, and I feel really comfortable talking to him. But I made the mistake of going to his channel and seeing how many subscribers he has. So I'm like, oh my God, I'm gonna throw up. But I wanted to do just this little live stream beforehand to tell people to go to his channel. It's Mark Collett, and subscribe, and to, if you're awake, to watch today. I have no idea what exactly he's going to ask me. Just please pray that I'm able to get the information out of my mouth. When I'm nervous, I have such a bad habit of just saying something that is just not even close. I don't know, I've gotten better at this, but as I said, I just get nervous, especially when I know there's that many people watching and that kind of just attention on it. As I say many times, guys, it's like a double-edged sword for me. I know that it's necessary to gain attention for this issue, but I don't like it. It makes me very uncomfortable and nervous. And in my mind, I'm like, oh my God, what if all of those people come to my channel? So, I don't know. Yeah, I had no idea. Thanks a lot for the warning. But like I said, he's a great guy. I feel very comfortable speaking to him. We've had many conversations, and you know, one reason why I like Mark is because he speaks some truths that even, man, there have been times where I've had conversations with him by email, and for example, I've said something about the Alamo, and his response was, you know, it hit me in the heart like a knife, but he was right. So he says those things that are hard to hear, that people don't want to hear, but they're absolutely true. And when I spoke of the Alamo to him, he said, you know, today with what has happened, you know, in Texas, and people flooding over our borders and stuff, that he wonders if the Santa Ana soldiers are looking down laughing today. And I was like, like, I mean, but it's true. So we have a lot of conversations like that. But yeah, I feel really comfortable with him, and he's just a great guy, and I can't say enough good things about him. And I hope that everybody will watch. As I said, I have no clue what he's going to ask me, guys. We're for sure going to be talking about South Africa, because that is my whole point in going on, is to speak for South Africa and on the issues in South Africa. I'm not sure what else he may have in store for me. I guess we'll find out. I sent a list of the things that I thought were important to speak on, and he's very good at this. So I told him, he knows that I struggle with sometimes being on video, but that if I have someone there that can ask me all the right questions, I have the answers. I just need someone to kind of pull them out of me. Hi, sunshine. Savannah, thank you. So I'll be going on, guys. It'll be 2 here and it'll be 10 there. I don't know if there will be load shedding. I don't know what'll be going on in South Africa, but I hope that all of you guys can watch and support. And the big thing is for everybody in South Africa who doesn't, subscribe to Mark or hasn't seen any of his videos, he has almost 100,000 subscribers. So even though I feel like I want to throw up, these are subscribers that already support things like this, that already are sick and tired of this kind of thing across the world. So they're people that will most likely, if their eyes are open to the truth of what's happening in South Africa, that's 100,000 people that will support, what I support. And they must hear the truth. They must hear it. So this is why I'm doing it, guys. This is why I'm going on. I don't always say, there are a lot of people I'm asked to speak to or asked to have on my channel, and I never say anything about it. But a lot of times I say no, or I don't respond at all, because it goes against my principles, or it's something that I totally do not agree with, or that I believe to not be good for the people there. So I don't do it, even though it would bring a massive amount of attention. And I mean, I just can't be false and fake. I wouldn't be able to hold my tongue on certain issues with certain people. And my mother taught me, if you can't say anything nice, don't say anything at all. Thanks, Poseidon. I really hope so. And another thing, I did get the our live stream that we did. I haven't gotten it put up because honestly, I've been in a place where I didn't have internet until today. And like at all. So thanks for coming on, because you just reminded me that I need to put that up, and I'm going to do that today. South Africa or Sweden are the future for any white nation that denies the reality of race. I agree with you. But, so I wanted, some South Africans to go, to be on to comment and, let Mark know your thoughts, because although he knows, of the persecution of the white minority in South Africa, he doesn't know, I think, some of the really important dynamics as far as people not being able to get jobs, things beyond the murders, you know what I mean? All of the laws against people for the color of their skin. Like I said, being kept from getting jobs, especially government jobs. A lot of people know about land expropriation with compensation, but they don't really know what this means. So I would love for some South Africans to be there to comment and give their 2 cents to his subscribers, to educate people. And I really wanted to ask you guys if I have a list of things that I want to speak about, but I forget things. And so I wanted your opinions on what do you think is most important for me to get in there to make people aware of that they may not be aware of. I mean, I have a lot of knowledge, and I'm sure I can answer all of his questions, but as citizens in South Africa, what do you, if you could say whatever you wanted to say on his show, which I know you can't, what would you say? He's incredibly respectful, even if he hates his guest. Total gentleman. Well, I'm hoping he doesn't hate me. I don't think he hates me. We actually agree on quite a lot. That comment was great. I didn't watch that, but maybe I need to. He's definitely a gentleman. I agree. I hear you, Ryan. So no one has anything for... I know that's not what you meant. I was just saying, like, I'm already nervous. Like, I hope he doesn't hate me. If you don't mind, my friend, I'm going to send you the graphic that I made, and maybe you can send it out on Facebook, since I'm not on there, which I'm working hard, guys, to get back on there. And the deal is that they just kept reporting my profile because I didn't use, when I set it up, I didn't use my real last name. Of course, people can probably understand why. So this is why it was taken down. So usually when this happens, you can just submit your ID, which I did. Tell them you're willing to use your real name, which I am. And they will put your page back up, but we'll see. Ryan, I can't say that, but I will and can say that the South African white minority have no safety program in place to take care of them. And actually, this is something that they should have, according to the UN. Right, I do plan to talk, I'm going to write some of this stuff down, but I do plan to talk about BBEE and explain to people, it's not only the murders, but that you're kept from getting jobs, because of BBEE and the 90% having affirmative action, but also paying 90% of the taxes, literally funding your own demise. I mean, and that's the truth. Sorry, I'm writing, guys. Afriforum posted a PDF. Where did they post it? I'll have to check this out. Hi, Ryan. Thank you. That's right. That's what Andrew Breitbart told us. When the media and everyone else refused to report honestly, we must do it ourselves. And even if we're not great at it, it doesn't matter. If we keep putting the information out, people will hear us. And I am a perfect example of that. I was petrified when I made my first video. I never wanted to make a video. I never thought I would. But I just was myself with all my flaws and everything. And people listen, you know. If you speak the truth, they will listen. Thank you. I appreciate that, friend. The world must know. Okay, got it, Savannah. Thank you. Derek, I hear you, and I promise I will do my best to get that across. I mean, look, guys, I'm not South African, I know. The reason, you know, I have made it my business to educate myself on everything happening, and try to just soak up as much knowledge as I can and speak to as many people as I can and remain as available as I can to the people that need me, is because South Africans cannot speak. So I try to speak for them with knowledge. If I'm wrong about something, I will, you know, say that I'm wrong and try to make it right. But I do this for you guys, you know. I do it because you can't, and I want to be effective. The lame stream, yeah, it's insanity. I just complete. Ryan, did you see the story that I posted about CNN, about what the guy said? He's the media guy for South Africa or whatever, and it's like their eyes have opened. He said, if you think it's bad, it's worse. You have to find this article. I'll have to find it and post it in the information section, and I'll also post Mark's link to his channel. But yeah, the world's gone crazy, so CNN is now acknowledging the crimes of the ANC and realizing what all they have been doing. And it's the mainstream media attention that we've tried to gain, but it's CNN. What the hell is going on? Savannah, I will do that. Reinhardt, yes, I totally agree. The betrayal before 94, and also the ANC's revolution plans for whites. Not difficult to see what's going on. No, and this document, which, you know, I've also spoken to someone who can corroborate this document as 100% true, because he was there for the meetings when all of this was taking place. They've never denied that this document is a real document. They've never confirmed nor denied. But if you just look at it, if you read the document, you look at the past 26 years, you can absolutely see that that was the plan. True, Malcolm. Richard Quest. Yeah, that's him, Savannah. So Richard Quest, when I was sent this story, I cried, guys. I cried all day. Such a crybaby. I don't watch it either. I read the story, and I almost had a heart attack. I've lost a lot of faith. I'm no longer a Republican. I'm just a conservative. I trust none of them. They're all bastards. Thank you. I appreciate you, my friend. I totally agree with you on the Republicans. And as I said, I'm not a Republican. I am just a conservative. I trust none of them. Thanks, Derek. I appreciate it. So, BBEE, affirmative action, the plan. I need to speak about the plan. People need to know that it's been planned since 1993. Well, before that, but, that's before the ANC took power. I posted something yesterday because there is a video of Ramaphosa saying America must stay out of South Africa's business. We don't get involved in American business. No, because number one, you can't. And number two, you weren't saying that. You forget how the ANC came to be in power. You weren't saying that 26 years ago for America to stay out of it. And I attached Donald Trump to it, and I said, we must right a huge mistake. The ANC must be removed. They've gutted South Africa, and they call for the murder of their own citizens. Okay, gotcha. I will do that. Savannah, I've seen several interviews with Lena Marks, and this latest one, she's kind of backtracking. But look, on Instagram, she barely has any followers, right? And I saw one of the first interviews she did when she got to South Africa, where she said that when they asked her about farm murders, she said, well, Americans, when they hear that South African farmers are being murdered, they picture the wine that they buy and the food, and this infuriated me. So I Instagram back to her, and it was the picture of a news story of a man that had petrol poured down his throat. And I said, no, this is what American patriots envision when we think about farm murders. And I said, picture this every, 3 days. And I quoted the statistics to her, and I told her that she was lying, that to say that it was less than 1% and not a problem, she was not being honest, that she was doing the same thing the ANC does. She was manipulating the numbers to make them seem small. But she forgot to mention one detail, and that is that these people are only 8% of the population, 4.5 million people, yet the murder rate to be a white South African farmer is 156 of 100,000. That changes everything. That is insane. There is no reason in the world that a farmer in such a small number should have such a high murder rate. And this is how they manipulate the number. But I know she reads my posts to her, because when I posted all the pictures of her son with Hillary Clinton, they were gone the very next day. Ryan, actually, I do have a need for this. If you go to my website and you click on the little 3 buttons like to open up the menu, you'll see where it says donate, and you can just click and it donates straight to PayPal. The reason I put this up, guys, and it was never meant for South Africans, because I know that the majority of people in South Africa do not have the money. I put this up, number one, to help with keeping the website up. I want to pay for some like really good marketing to get it out there further, and also to I have something planned and I'm hoping to be able to do it, but it takes money and I can't say everything, guys. But the end result would be obtaining a meeting with the Department of State and going with Dr. Stanton to speak. But there's something that must be done first, and that something takes money. But I can't openly speak of it. Anyway, that's why I put up the donate button, and so yeah, it's on there, and it's on the second page, and I believe the home page too. Just look for the little donate button. And thank you, Ryan. I greatly appreciate that. I love Colin Flaherty. I've been a supporter of his for many, many years. Hey, Mark. How are you? Thanks for coming in. I was just kind of talking to some people in South Africa, and I wanted to find out if there was anything I was missing, the things that they cannot say, that really that the world needs to know, and just kind of get their opinions on what they thought about everything. Everybody here seems to love you, so I saw that, Savannah, the ANC and the Communist Party were chanting "One American, one bullet" in front of the U.S. Embassy. Listen, at first this infuriated me, but then I laughed because we're trying to reveal this to the world, and you're helping us. So thank you. Please continue singing "One American, one bullet," because I want my country to see this. I 100% agree with you, Ryan. I see it here. I see it everywhere. For it starting for us the way that it started for them. And you're absolutely right. I'm looking forward to it too, although I'm a bit nervous. Which everyone here on my channel knows. Yeah, I know all about de Klerk, Reinhardt, and this is really just disgusting to me that he would betray his people and put them in such a position, and then to be interviewed later on and say that he has no regrets. I can only say that I hope when the day comes, if the day comes, where people are forced into war or whatever it may be, that he is treated as a war criminal. And I'm sure there are many other people that feel the exact same way. Yeah, Mark, I got more attention when I put this out because everybody loves you, so, which I thought was very sweet. Everyone's a Soros puppet, Malcolm. Oh, guys, the other day I told you that I thought I had lost it because of my Facebook, but if you go to my website, I think on the blog page, where I posted the list of organizations and people that Soros funds there in South Africa, I posted the entire list, okay, and exactly how much money they get from him. It's on the website. It is on the blog page. If you go down a little ways, you'll see it. recently watched Mark on the Kill stream. Great stuff. I would think that we need more talks online with people who we disagree with to get the word out and potentially to convince people. I don't know, that could blow up in our face because it's like, well, it is. The perpetrators have become masters at playing the victim. So I feel no matter what, we're always the bad guy, no matter how polite or how much we don't hate someone else, they just hate us anyway, and then we're still the bad person. It's ANC sanctioned genocide.com. I'll put it in the description. Why are you whispering? I'm not whispering, Judy. This is just how I talk. I tell people that my mother was very loud my whole life, and I think that's why I speak low. I'm working on it though. Thank you, Ryan. I appreciate it so much. Thank you. Thank you very much. Like I said, go to my website, ancsanctionedgenocide.com, and look at the blog page and go down and you'll see a list of Soros funded organizations and causes in South Africa, and you'll actually be shocked because it's so many, and I list the amount of money he gives them as well. Thank you. You just learned of my existence via Mark Collett's tweet. Thank you, Mark. Thank you. Right, Roger. I mean, look, I mean, the facts are always on my side, on our side. But most people don't seem to care about facts these days. They care about their moral outrage, their perceived injustice, or hurting someone's feelings. And I made a vow this year to stop caring about hurting people's feelings and speak the truth. Nice to meet you too. Well, go on there and check it out, Malcolm. Here, I'm going to put it in the comments. Well, it won't let me comment, but I'll put it in the, I'm going to end this, guys, because I'm going to be on with Mark in a little while, and I hope everyone will be there to watch it. I hope all the South Africans who subscribe to me show up, and, let his subscribers know what's going on, and tell them, the things that I know. So I really appreciate everyone coming in and supporting me because I'm nervous. And thank you again, Mark, for having me. I appreciate you very, very much in everything you do. And I will see you guys later, okay? I'm going to put a link to Mark's show in the description and also a link to my website. And as I said, there is a donate button and there is a reason for it, a good reason. I will be glad to speak privately with people about this, but you'll have to email me, which I'll put in the description too. And yeah, I'll call you. So thanks, guys, and have a great day, and hopefully I will see you a little later. Thank you.